Hi friends! So here we are on Wednesday, September 11th. Wow. It's Wednesday, September 11th. It is 93 degrees outside, so it's pretty darn warm. I am sitting in traffic as I tend to do every day. That part of my job has not really changed. While getting to work is a lot nicer, I'm like 35-40 minutes away. Getting home is still at least an hour, sometimes longer, so I'm still not loving that. So as of today, last time we spoke, that's really loud. I was 186 pounds. As of today, I'm 183. So I am moving in the right direction. I really, the 8 in that number is really bothering me. So I have decided that my first line of attack is to really get to the 7 again, 170 something, and then I'll worry about it being 175. It's just one of those things where I don't know why that number bothers me, but it really does. So I've been doing pretty well. I've been drinking a lot of water today. I probably overhydrated today, if that's even a thing, and I'll tell you why. So when I got to work this morning, I feel like I'm sitting really close to you. Watch, I just got much closer. Oh, that's better. So this morning when I got to work, I wasn't feeling the greatest. Like, my stomach hurt, I was a little lightheaded, my nose and throat and head kind of had that, like, you could get sick feeling to it, and it still kind of does. So I downed an emergency, those packets of emergency. I downed one of those, like, first thing this morning, and I mean, like, guzzled it. And then after that, I decided I was going to just, like, really flush out my system and keep myself really hydrated all day. So I've had, like, 4 of these. This is number 5. But I gotta tell you, I have gone to the bathroom today, and I mean pee, like, number 1, probably at least 6 or 7 times. And this is from a girl who used to go, like, once all day long while I was teaching. And sometimes, like, not even all day long while I was teaching. It would be like, I'd go when I got to work, and then, because it would be an hour drive, and then I wouldn't go again until, like, the end of the day before I left. So now today I really, like, my system just felt like it just needed a good flush. So things feel like they're kind of moving, and I feel a little better. But I am, moving around and doing a lot of walking. I didn't get quite as many steps as I wanted to today. I got a little under 9,000, and that's because I did a lot of sitting today. So one of the things that, if you know teachers, or you are a teacher or whatever, you'll know that assistant principals and principals do is we do observations for teachers. So we go in, we observe their teaching, we give them, what we call glows and grows, and, just let them know that we popped in, and, whatever. So I am still learning our rubric for what our observations look like. So I did a lot of just kind of pop-ins today where I just sat and, like, learned what I was looking for. Then I went back and read them to my principal, and she says it seems like I'm looking for the right things, so that seems good. I have more to do tomorrow. It's just one of those things where, like, it's going to be a couple of days, and then I'm going to do an actual observation next week, or the week after next. And but I have my first, like, pre-conference tomorrow, and that'll be with my principal. So like she'll show me how to do like how she wants it done, which is perfect. I feel like I'm doing okay. I feel like I'm getting things done. When I don't know something, I just simply ask. I don't feel as stressed as I did for the first couple of weeks, which I think, or the first couple of days, which I think is a big plus of why I'm trying to get my eating under control, because I don't feel stressed. So today, for example, I had, I'm over my points today, I'll give you that. But I had vegetables. Actually, I'm not. And I'll tell you why. Well, let me back up. So I had vegetables. My dip was gone, so I just ate the vegetables. I had fruit, so both of those are 0. And I only have a little bag of fruit. Like, I'm not bringing like tons of fruit. I broke it up into baggies. I had a cheese stick. Actually, I had 2 cheese sticks for 2 points. And then I had a bag of Poppables, a small bag, for like 3 points. And then I had, because I portioned them out for like 3 points. And then I had a rice cake roll, like a cinnamon rice cake roll, which was really good. I might actually have to get those. I don't know how many points that was, but I thought I was over my points because I put in my dinner, which was going to be a pork chop, and a sweet potato and asparagus. And I didn't know how many ounces my pork chop would be, so I put in like a high number so that I would like be prepared. And then my sweet potato was like half a cup, so maybe, because I don't know, like maybe a cup, I don't know, whatever it was. And then so I was like right at my point, so anything I would have eaten other than that would have been over my points. And I didn't put in the rice cake, the rice roll up thing, so I was over my points. But I just talked to Norm on text a little while ago, and he said that we were probably going to go out tonight because tomorrow we have to break down our bedroom and get ready for our new bed to be delivered, or our new mattress to be delivered. So we'll take care of that tomorrow night. But in the meantime, he said something about going out to dinner tonight because he has to go and sell a car to like one of our cars that we were trying to get rid of. Somebody bought it, and he's got to go take like the paperwork and whatnot to them. So he said we'll probably go out to dinner. So we'll see. I don't know. I like it's weird. Like I feel like tonight I'm not all that hungry. I've been doing really well with when I was a teacher, I was a lunch eater. When I first started Weight Watchers, I was a breakfast and lunch eater. And because I was so afraid of being hungry. Plus, I was so under that ingrained impression that you had to have breakfast and you had to have lunch. As I got further into my program, I started to realize that when I'm at home and I'm not like on any type of schedule as far as my eating goes, I didn't eat breakfast. I would get until like sometimes 1 o'clock in the afternoon until I even thought, oh, I should eat something. And it wasn't even really I was hungry. I was like, I should eat something. So I started thinking about like, does breakfast really serve me in any way? And it really didn't. Like most of the time, it just made me feel tired, and sometimes even hungrier than I was before I had breakfast. So I decided to forego breakfast for a while, and I've been totally fine with that. Like I'm not hungry until about noon, and I do drink coffee and water, which has a tendency to fill me up. So I've been doing that for probably 2 years now, where I don't really eat breakfast unless we go out to breakfast, like unless we're purposely going to have breakfast. But I've been doing much better with, when I was a teacher, I had to sit down from 11:20, or 11 to 11:23. We figured out we get like 23 minutes as teachers by the time we like drop our kids off, pick up something off the copier, call a parent back. Like we literally got like 15 to 20 minutes of actual eating time. So I always kept a microwave in my room. I would throw my stuff in the microwave and like walk my kids to lunch and then come back and eat, or whatever. And I'm very bad at, if I buy things for lunch, I have to bring all of them, if that makes sense. So if I did, so let's say for example that I would bring, so I'd say, okay, I'm gonna make this week a turkey sandwich. I'm gonna buy some yogurt. I'm gonna buy some apple sauces so I can take one or the other. I'm gonna take some cheese. I'm gonna have some cheese sticks in there for that. I'm some grapes, and then I'm gonna have I don't know, whatever it is. So instead of saying, okay, I'm gonna take, and then one day I might have a salad. So instead of saying I'm gonna take the salad, a yogurt, like picking out of one of each thing, I would have a tendency to bring, I'd bring the salad, and then I'd bring a yogurt, and an applesauce, and the grapes, and the cheese stick. And, I brought a little bit of everything because I didn't know what I would want at lunchtime, and I ended up eating everything. So this week, I tried something a little bit different. Right now, in my job, I'm like a snacky lunch person, and what I mean by that is, I don't always, I'm sorry, I was just distracted because there's a truck driver next to me, a woman, like in one of those big rigs, and she's like putting on deodorant as she drives. Sorry. But anyway, I don't always have time to like sit down and eat a lunch. So I can pull out like a bag of something. So I absolutely hate having baggies, but I'm finding that right now it is the best for me. I've been trying to bring the baggies home so that I can reuse them, because I really do just hate Ziploc bags. But and I may switch it up and have like Tupperware things. But the reason I did bags is because on Sunday I made 5 bags of vegetables. I think I only made 4 because I didn't only have enough for 4. I made 4 bags of vegetables, and then a thing of dip, which is now gone, and it was less than like 2 tablespoons. And every day I put that I had a tablespoon, and today's day 3, so and then I made a bag of fruit, which was like melon and pineapple and things like that, and it was only maybe, I don't know, 6 or 7 chunks, and I don't mean chunks, I mean like squares. So, and then I brought a bag of the 1-point cheese sticks, which I'm finding, by the way, I don't think I like that much. I might not get them again. And then I portioned out poppables. I can only have 1 bag of those a day. And then, what else did I do? There was something else. Oh, I bought yogurt. So I'm finding that I put, and then I brought, 10 pickles and, 10 like pickle spears. So I got a little bit of salty, I got a little bit of crunchy, I got a little bit of sweet, that kind of thing. Now today I did have 2 little Hershey miniatures. Again, people in my school have these things and I've got to learn to stay away from them. But, and then someone offered me like the rice roll-up thing, and I just wanted to try it. Like I've always wanted to try one, so I did. But for the most part, I'm finding that the first thing I reach for when I'm like, okay, I'm hungry, is like my main course, and I've made my main course like the veggies. And then I usually go ahead and have the fruit. And then I usually have a cheese stick. So I usually have like those 3 things. And then I usually have the poppables or the yogurt. I don't usually end up eating both. And I've been doing pretty well with that. And I think it's because I'm able to kind of spread it out a little bit more. And I like the fact that I can sit it on my desk and get some work done and eat it as I want it. And I'm not like, oh my God, now is my only lunchtime. This is the only 20 minutes that I have to enjoy for the whole day. I get everything in, and it felt like when I was chained to that 20 minutes, like I had to eat, and I'd eat everything, right? Because I wasn't going to get a chance to eat my yogurt later, or my applesauce later, or my poppables later. So I had to eat it all right then. So I wanted to make sure I ate it all right then, if that makes sense, so that I wasn't feeling deprived later when I couldn't eat in front of like my class or my kids or whatever. So I think now that I can go back and get it if I want to. I'm not usually going back and getting it if I want to, because I don't want to, if that makes sense. I have been taking my probiotic. I did not take it today only because my stomach did not feel great today, and I was a little afraid that maybe it was the probiotic that was causing that. But I just felt nauseous and a little lightheaded, and I woke up several times last night cold, and then hot, and then cold, and then hot. So I felt a little flu-like, I guess is the best way to describe it. But I took the emergency today, and I'm really hoping that was enough to kind of knock it out of me. I actually am considering taking another one just because, I'm a teacher, or I'm in a school, and we need to do those things. But so I feel like I'm on the right track. I'm on the right path. I've gotten myself like under control. Even though we're going out to dinner tonight, I still feel like I'm going to be okay. Again today, I said something about, I took the 2 pieces of Hershey miniatures, and I'm like, okay, that's it. I can't have another one. And someone said to me again, oh, in your first year, you're going to gain 10 pounds. And I'm like, no, I've already gained the 10 pounds. I gained the 10 pounds celebrating the fact that I got this job. I am not going to gain another 10 on top of that. No. So I've got to lose this 10 pounds. That's going to be my goal. And I did work with an assistant principal once who lost like 30 pounds her first year of being an assistant principal. And I don't know. So that's my goal, is I will not, my first goal, my mini goal is I've got to lose 4 more pounds to get out of the 80s. And then I want to get down to 175. If I get down to 175 and I maintain that for the rest of the school year, my first full school year, I really will be okay. But I in my head, my goal weight is 160. And if I could get to 160, I'd be good there. But, I really I'm trying, and I'm really think in my head that I'm back on track. At least I'm hoping. Before I know it, it's going to be Halloween, and then it's going to be Thanksgiving, and it's going to be Christmas. And the good thing is I'm not in the classroom for Halloween and Christmas and all those parties, so I won't have to have that stuff. Doesn't mean there won't be treats, because God knows there's always treats. And I have already decided that Thanksgiving and Black Friday will be 2 days that I do not track, and Christmas Eve and Christmas Day will be 2 days that I do not track. Other than that, I would really like to have my tracking under control, and I've been doing really well with that. My snack at night has been a cup of cherry pie filling, and it's like a low sugar or something cherry pie filling that I've been doing, and it's been fine. I'm out of it tonight, so I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm doing okay. And I just wanted to check in and let you guys know I'm not always humdrum. Oh my goodness, poor me. I really do feel like I'm back on the upswing, and I think a big chunk of it for me is stress. Like, I am feeling pretty confident in what I'm doing. I feel like I'm part of a team. At first, I felt a little bit like it was 2 people who were part of a team and me, who was trying to fit into the team. But now I really feel like I'm part of the team. I feel like my decisions matter. I feel like my input matters. I feel like I'm making decisions and not always having to second guess them and check. I do usually second guess them and check at this point, but I usually feel like my answer is, yeah, you're doing a good job. I have decided that my professional life this year is twofold. Number one, I'm kind of doing the hangover thing, but did you die? If I didn't die, no one died, everyone was safe, everyone was happy, then I'm going to consider my day well lived, is number one. And number two, I'm going to kind of go off the theory until someone says, hey, you're really messing that up. I'm going to assume I'm doing a good job. I'm asking questions. I'm being led through certain things that next year I'll know. And then also my principal has said several times, I know you came into this really weird spot where a lot of things were already done and we won't expect you to know how to do them next year. So as long as my principal and my other assistant principal stays who they are, next year they'll know that I don't know how to do these things. But one of the things that really freaked me out was doing schedules for people. And I've had to do like 4 of them already this year. We've had to change them and move them around. And it's been like no major deal. So I've been okay with that. So there was my life check. My little bit of, this is where everybody is. Kids are doing great. Amber's teaching in a daycare. She texted me last night, and she said, hey, I need a book with an art project. And I'm like, what grade? And she's like, well, it could be for any grade. And I'm like, all right. And my kindergarten teacher brain kicked in, and boom, I just started like hitting her with them. And then Danny took a test today in nursing school, and she passed, so that's good. And then Carly took her first paramedic test and passed. So kids are doing great. Danny got a new car. All the things, like, knock on wood, that I've been worried about and wishing for and hoping for and begging the universe to, like, please get this aligned for me. I really do feel blessed in so many ways. Like, if I really sit back and think about right now, I truly have everything I've asked for or hoped for in the last several years. And because of it, I've been celebrating, and I celebrate with food. And I think now I have to look at it a different way, and I have to say, okay, you've been celebrating, but now this is your life. You know, now this is who you are, and what kind of life do you want to have? Do you want to have, when it is time, like I gave up summer vacation or summer break, so I no longer have 10 weeks in summertime, right? I will have a vacation, and I'll have vacation time, but I won't have an entire week or entire summer to just do what I want. So I want to be able to say, when we go to Universal Studios or wherever I can convince Norm to go, I want to be able to walk. I want to be able to not feel like, for example, we went to the Renaissance Festival the other day, and we dress, when we go to the Renaissance Festival, we dress up. And I was miserable. First of all, it was hot. It was like 90 degrees, and my costume is really hot. But also, it was just like, I didn't want to walk. You know, I just didn't want to. My body didn't feel good, and that was just being up 10 pounds. You know, so I really want to focus, and I think I have, and I'm hoping you guys are all on board, and you guys are doing all the things you're supposed to be doing. A lot of my Weight Watchers friends on here have either kind of fallen off the face of the earth, and they don't vlog anymore, or put content out anymore. That's one issue. Another one is a lot of them have gone to keto, or Noom or anything like that. And as I'm watching them, even one went to Jenny Craig, and as I'm watching them, like, I still get, like, we're all in this together kind of thing, and I still love them and support them, but sometimes I tend to zone out on their channel because I'm not doing keto. And one of the things I love about the Weight Watchers content is the new stuff. I understand the concept of keep it simple, the way that Anita always says, you know, keep it simple. But for me, I sometimes need new stuff. So when someone comes on and says, hey, like, for example, in the beginning of my journey, when I was like craving peanut butter, and I saw someone do something with PB2, and I'm like, oh, I can do that. Built bars, for example. I want to see those things. And I will order things and have things and whatnot to try out. So I do need that little bit of reminder sometimes. But it's not going to work if someone says, oh, I found this product or this recipe for keto or, Noom or whatever, because it's not what I'm doing. That's two of the clusters of people that I follow. And then the third one, I have like 3 channels that I watch or sometimes watch that to me have really become all about money. So it's like, oh, I've got this code for you, or every 2 seconds there's an ad, and oh, try this product, and I'm pushing this system, and that's not what I want to watch. And some of them, their content has become less Weight Watchers and more lifestyle guru. And like I just said, I'm pretty happy with my life and my lifestyle and the things I'm doing right now. I don't really need a fashion person and a makeup person. Maybe I do need a makeup person, I don't know. And a makeup person and how to do a planner, and here's a recipe, and this is how I, decorate my house. I don't need all that. Like, I came on to Facebook, I came on to YouTube looking for Weight Watchers content, and when they stray away from that, I tend to stray away from it too. So I am reevaluating some of my YouTube subscriptions, and I would stay subscribed and check in with my friends, because I do feel like they're my friends, and I do miss some of them, but I definitely am not following some as religiously as I used to. So anyway, here's my check-in. Oh my gosh, it's been 27 minutes. Hope you guys are doing great. I will talk to you guys again real soon. Hopefully next time I'll have even better news, that I've gone down again, and I just want to keep going in that direction. At least I'm going the right way, as Sandy would say. She always says I'm going the wrong way from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, but this time I'm going the right way. By the way, on the 7th, I think it was the 7th, was Sandy's birthday, and Sandy, I missed the whole singing to you thing. I just got those emails, and I'm so sorry. Happy birthday. I hope you have a fabulous birthday. I'm not going to sing to you. I'm not going to subject you to that, but I hope you had a fabulous birthday, and it is your birthday month. So Sandy at Let's Get Fit with Sandy, happy birthday month, and I hope you're enjoying every bit of it, and I will talk to all of you